transaction number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
It will get better. It will get better. Won't last forever. Won't last forever. And if you trust in the Lord, your nights will turn.
Well, good morning to you, good morning to you, good morning to you, my friends in Radio Land. It's another beautiful and bright Monday morning, and you know when you hear that sound, it's time for your mid-morning program, Final Decision, aired on a Monday and on a Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 12 noon. And the Final Decision, as you know by now, is geared at helping you to navigate through what happens in the funeral industry here in Jamaica, to help you to understand what happens and to know how to do what. And as Mr. Green would say when he's here on a Monday and on a Thursday, we are here to help you to understand what to do when you don't know what to do. Well, guess what? If you are joining us now live here on radio, just letting you know that, as we have said to you before, coming in July, you'll be able to call us. You'll be able to participate in the program. And if you know what I know, next week, Monday, July starts. Well, as a matter of fact, we are 3 days into July next Monday. It therefore means that sometime after next Monday, you'll be able to participate in our programs via the telephone lines. And of course, we welcome your questions, your comments, and remind you that the program is aimed at educating and edifying and not tearing down. So if you want clarity on a matter, you can call us. If you have something worthy to share, you can call us. Well, unfortunately, my usual co-host, Mr. Errol Green from the Exodus Funeral Home, is not here with me this morning. Oh, if you are a new listener, if you are a newcomer to the program, my name is Mark Maitland. I'm from the Garden of Paradise Funeral Home, and my co-host is Errol Green from the Exodus Funeral Home. If you are here and there is somebody who you know would want to benefit from the program and they are unable to tune into the radio, please tell them to hop on over to the YouTube page right now, or Facebook, Omega Radio, omegaradio.com, or Omega Radio on YouTube, and they can benefit from the live program. As I said, Mr. Green is not here today, but with me in the guest chair is a softer voice. With me is somebody who will provide for you vital information. As we say week after week, we're not only here to talk about funeral and what to do in that arena, but we are here to also help you, to educate you, and also to ensure that you have the information that you will need for the things you'll need for. Now, let me get over to my guest before the half an hour is spent. With me this morning is an insurance advisor from the Chancellor Insurance Agency. Her name is Anastasia Johns, and she has been an advisor for the past 3 years. And she is here this morning because personally I can tell you she offers excellent service to her clients. Now, again, this morning, we are doing a little spin on things. As you know, we intersperse into the programs educational material and other stuff that you need to know, not only about the funeral industry, but we also want to discuss on the program your well-being and how you can care for your well-being. And today, I want to welcome Miss Anastasia Johns, who will take us into the realms of insurance, what the offerings are, and how they can help you. Ms. Johns, welcome to Omega KLAS 89.
Thank you, Mr. Maitland.
And in particular, welcome to Final Decision.
Thank you again. It's great to be here, great to be with your listeners in Radio Land. Hello, everybody. So, as Mr. Maitland said, I'm an insurance advisor from Chancellor Insurance Agency. Many of you may not know, you may hear Chancellor and think, Chancellor, is that affiliated with university? No, it's not. We are actually a brokerage company that provides insurance services, both life, critical illness, as well as home and other types of insurance. You think of insurance, you can think of Chancellor. So we work on behalf of Sagicor and Guardian Life, providing the insurance products that you need.
All right. So, listeners, there is a balance this morning between Sagicor and Guardian. But for today's program, we'll be talking firstly about life insurance, and then we'll talk about critical illness. And the reason why I leave critical illness for the second half of the program is that I know later on more individuals will be joining, and I would want them to benefit from the information that will be presented. Now, Miss Johns, life insurance. What really is life insurance, and how do individuals benefit from life insurance?
From life insurance. All right. So life insurance, in essence, is putting things in place for that time when life can happen. It's putting things in place to ensure that your family and putting things in place should anything happen to you. So we use insurance for motor vehicles, for homes. So life insurance is protecting your life, protecting your income. So all the things that you do with your income, all the contributions that you make, if it comes to the test stand, you're no longer around, your family can still benefit. So life insurance is in essence protecting your loved ones, protecting your income. That's what it aims to do.
So in essence, if I'm to understand and to put it to my listeners, life insurance is basically leaving a legacy for those who you will leave behind.
Correct.
So, and might I add, it is an unselfish way to help build wealth, right?
That indeed is also correct.
All right. So how soon can we start a life insurance policy? At what age?
So once you are working, you can start at the age of 18 to put something in place. And with life insurance, it's important to note that the younger you are, the more coverage that you can get at a more affordable cost, right? So you can start putting from 18 right up to 70, right up to, once you're alive, you can you can cover yourself.
So listeners, what Ms. John is saying, young people, the younger you are, the cheaper the coverage.
Right.
In essence, because, these things are hinged on age and the perception as to how close you are to death. Let me put it that way. She won't put it that way, but allow me to put it that way. And so the younger you are, it is perceived that you may take longer to die. And so, yes, it is cheaper. And as she said earlier, I want to reiterate, you can start as early as possible.
Yes.
Continue, Ms. Johnson.
Yes, you can. Right. So from there, you're able to start between 18 right up to age 70, once you're alive. And so what life insurance aims to do is to help us to look toward the future.
Yes.
If I'm not around, will my children be okay? Will my wife be okay? How will they be able to manage if I'm no longer here?
Right.
So it helps us to protect our income. Life insurance also offers us the opportunity to invest on your policy. You're able to set something aside for the next 10 years. You can also subsidize your pension. Many persons may be a part of a pension plan, especially if you're working in the government sectors. And as you have your pension plan, it's also important to note that what you can do with, say, $20,000 today, in 2020, I'm sure you could have done a lot more. So with inflation, it's important to put things in place for pension, for retirement. Life insurance also offers us an opportunity to save on our plans. It's important to set something aside along with contributing to your life insurance. I want to also point out that there are plans that help us to attain a mortgage. There are plans that can help us with collateral and that sort of a thing. And
break down collateral for us.
all right, so collateral meaning when you approach a financial institution for a loan, you know, your life insurance
Yeah,
policy
security.
can be used, yes, to help you to insure that loan. That's what life insurance can do. Life insurance also
So
helps
hold on,
us
Mr.
to-
John, because you're touching on some grounds now that I think has been previously unexplored. Because my perception growing up was that life insurance is only useful when you die.
yes.
But now, based on what you're saying, we can actually utilize the proceeds from our life insurance in this life while we're still alive, and it
Yes.
does not affect our policy. So I
There
think you
you
should. I would want you to say some more on
On
that.
that,
For
okay,
persons who, like me, were a bit hesitant.
Right.
to-
Because
to-
many persons may have the perception, oh, I'm not leaving anything because I don't want them to fight over it. And if I die, it's their responsibility. But if you are saving on your plan, it allows you to pull after a period of time. Should you be paying your life insurance and you get into difficulty, you find that you're in a lull and you're not able to work and you've accumulated some savings,
Right.
that savings can help you to save can help you to pay your premiums
Right.
should you be in a difficult situation. So there are living benefits to some life insurance products.
And the fact that it can be used as collateral to secure a loan is a major one.
Yes,
that
yes,
especially
yes.
young persons need
Who
to-
are going for mortgages,
Exactly.
that kind of thing. You know, so life insurance is not only about when you pass and you're leaving all of this money to help, you know, for final expenses, which is very important. Many times when death happens, we are caught in the
Caught
middle,
guard.
wondering what to do,
Yes.
wondering how am I going to look after the rest of the family. Putting life insurance in place helps you to deal with final expenses and also to look after the family after you have left this earth.
So like I've said in my opening remarks, Ms. John, life insurance really is an unselfish means for you to pursue. I know I've heard the thought before that when I die, that takes care of itself. But what we want you to do is to see life insurance as also a means of providing generational wealth. An unselfish way to ensure that your children, those after you, will have something substantial. Give them the start that you did not get.
Yes, make that available for them.
And life
make
insurance
that
is a way.
available. A way to do that. It's a way to ensure that the property that you own, that you're leaving to your son or your grandson, they will have the means to ensure that they can now own it.
All
You
right.
know, many times, say for example, your father.
All right, so we're gonna ease into a break now. When we come back, Ms. Jones will pick up on that point, and then we move into the next phase of what we want to talk about, critical illness. So right now, friends, this is Final Decision. We are on to our break.
Forever. And if you trust in the Lord, your nights will turn to day.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Choose from a wide variety of tiles from Garrett Trading. Whether a classic or modern look, our tiles give that added dimension. For that Greek marble, flashy or glossy finish in your bathroom and kitchen, a myriad of designs and colors are available to create your personal masterpiece. Visit our showroom at 169 Constant Spring Road or call Garrett Trading and Installation Limited 876-669-8996. Design your style.
It will get better. It will get better. Won't last forever. Won't last forever.
right, welcome back. Welcome back. The program is Final Decision, your mid-morning program here on a Monday and on a Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 12 noon. It's on Omega 89 FM. Of course, you know that by now because you are here with us. Now, with me today is our very special guest, Anastasia Johns, insurance advisor. And before the break, we were talking about life insurance, and life insurance can be used to assist in providing generational wealth. So I'm going to allow Ms. Johns to finish the point she was making on that, and then we're going to talk about something very critical.
Okay, certainly. Right. So before the break, we were just talking about how life insurance can help you. Say, for example, you have been left a property, family home that it is now left to you. You're going to need transfer tax, which is a percentage of the value of the property,
Right.
which in most instances, those who have left this inheritance may not be able to put their hand on. But having enough life insurance coverage will allow you to be able to transfer and to fully own this new property that has been left to you.
So folks, you might have caught on the tail end of the discussion, but really what the discussion was about was to show you or to prove to you or to enlighten you on the matter that life insurance is not only useful at the time of death, but it can be very useful in this life, in your life for different things. And we want to encourage, especially young persons, to pursue the way of life insurance because it can be very, very valuable to you. There are benefits to be had in this life. Now we're going to ease into something else. We recognize, and as funeral directors, we see that most times we are having to deal with more younger persons than elderly. And part of the reason for that is that our lifestyle has really been impacting most of us negatively, and we are suffering from what the professionals term lifestyle diseases. Now, I did not bring Miss Johns here today to just talk about life insurance. I also want to ensure that, as I said before, in everything that we do, we look out for you and for your well-being. And for that matter, Ms. Johns, let us talk about critical illness plans, what they are and how they can assist, especially since we're seeing so many persons coming down with critical illnesses.
Right. So critical illness plans are what you call living benefits.
Yes.
So it's not a plan that sits there should you die. It's a living benefit. So while you're alive, you can benefit from this critical illness plan. Now, as you mentioned, critical illnesses are on the rise, especially, I don't even like to call the name, especially cancer.
Yes.
Both in our men and in our women. And many times...
many young people.
Yes, and also children too.
Yes.
Oftentimes we see broadcasts about a child needing $10 million to start the process of treatment, etc. And with critical illness being on the rise, it says to us that we have to do something differently. We need to, of course, change how we eat, but also as we change those things and make sure we exercise and we do our checks, prostate checks, we do our breast self-exam, etc. We want to ensure that we have put something in place should it come knocking at your door.
Right.
And that is what critical illness aims to do. You're putting that thing in place should the reign of these diseases or disease come upon you. And many persons say, oh, I'm strong, I'm okay. But the thing is, you can't wait until you feel ill or you've gotten the diagnosis to say, Hi, Ms. Johns, I know you're in insurance. We can't wait. So we have to do it before.
Right.
We have to put it in place because
in the event,
at the appointed time, should it happen, it's too late. So I always say to persons, especially young people who, that's not going to happen to me.
Feel immortal.
Right, and I'm a doctor, and I that's not happening to me. I eat healthy, and but it's still very important to put that plan in place And as we said earlier, that based on age and lifestyle,
Right.
that is what determines how much you will pay for your life for your critical illness plan.
Question: if I have a family, married with children, is there something in place that I can do a coverage for the entire family, or I have to do it individually?
So you would have to do it individually.
Individually, okay.
Right. So we have what is or no Child Protector,
Right.
which is a critical illness plan for children. Once your child has been born, they can get that plan. And also it goes up to the age of 18. Then for the parents, there are various. There's the Ultra Lifeline and also the Triple Protector. So if you are not a person, you're not into medicals, or you don't feel like you don't want to go that route, there's an alternative, which is a Triple Protector, which gives you up to $8 million in coverage. Don't want to get too much into detail, I like to sit one-on-one with persons.
All right. So for that matter, Ms. John, let me just interject here and see the individuals. In a little while, I'm gonna allow Ms. Johns to share her contact details with you. So if you can, just get a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil or something. Just get something to write, because before we end the program, I'm going to have her share her contact details with you so you can speak with her and get some more information, some more one-on-one information. We're just doing a blanket cover of what is there. So, expose you to the options that there are. So, Ms. Johns, you may continue.
Right. So you want to ensure that you've put something in place. I don't need to say, but let me mention how expensive it is for treatment. How expensive, whether you want to go the route of natural treatment, or you're going to be doing the chemo and the radiation. Those things are costly, and even after initial treatment, there's continuous care. There's that's needed if you have gone through that route. So I just want to reiterate the importance of putting things in place for critical illness. It's never too late to put something in place, or persons may say, boy, I don't have the income to be buying any critical illness plan. I have to buy food and pay the bills. Yes, we understand that, and we know, and that's a part of life. But it's also
much more expensive.
exactly, and when it comes knocking, we're going to find it.
Yes.
We're going to find it. So let us probably reduce the budget for KFC on the weekend. Let us see how much we can save instead of doing the
That extra thing.
fast food or that extra new pair of shoes. Let me see how much I can set aside
On a monthly
towards
basis.
a critical illness plan that's comfortable for you. You don't want to go way in over your head and then you can't maintain it. So start where you're comfortable.
Yes, because at least a little help is better than no help at all. And
Absolutely.
if you are ever in the situation, whatever little you have will definitely
It's a
go.
starting point. It's
Yes.
certainly a starting point.
And so friends, let me put in a little incongruity here. Yes, I am a funeral director. Yes, my co-host, Mr. Green, is a funeral director. Yes, we are here to highlight happenings in the funeral business, but also we want to look out for your well-being. Yes, funeral is what pays us, but the fact is, if too many of us are dying from things that can either be prevented or treated, it is not good for the society. It might be good for business, but it's not good for society. And the fact is, I care more about society and I care more about your survival than I do about the business, honestly speaking. And it is for that reason why I brought Ms. Johns on the program this morning to especially talk about critical illness plans, because just like death, none of us plan for sicknesses. We have no idea where some form of sickness comes from, but they do come. And what I'm saying to you, it is important, though you might be at a place now that you think that nothing can ever happen to you and you're immortal. Consider having a critical illness plan. Consider doing one for your parents. Consider doing one for your children. Consider it. It's an unselfish gift to give somebody, and one that will really help them. I'm going to ask Ms. Johns in the last 5 minutes that we have to just share her contact details with you before we wrap up the program. Man, I tell you that time always flies when something important is happening. Ms. Johns, could you please share with us your contact information for those who want to reach you?
Certainly. And before I do, I just want to say to our listeners, put something in place for that hazard that may affect your life.
Yes.
Life insurance, critical illness, set that plan aside. It's a part of it's the responsible thing to do. All right, so I'll go ahead with my email first. So it's ajohns, JOHNS, at chancellorinsja.com.
Go again, Ms. Johnson. Go a little bit slower.
Certainly. All right, so it's ajohns at chancellorinsja.com. And of course, my contact is 355-0016. I'll repeat again. That's 355-0016.
Thank you very much, Ms. Johns, and thank you so much for being on the program today to provide this information that individuals will need. Friends, as I have said to you,
my pleasure.
Thank you so much. As I have said to you, and as Mr. Green has said to you in the past, with the professionals, we will get them to come and speak on the subject that they know more about than us. We talk about what we know, and so to get you vital information, we will get the persons who know what they're talking about, who are professionals in the field, to come and talk to you. So today, our guest was Miss Anastasia Johns, an insurance advisor. In weeks to come, we'll have medical doctors, we'll have other professionals coming to talk to us about things that they are au fait with, and giving us information that not only we, but you also need. Because on this program, we don't only talk about death, dying, and what to do, but we provide critical information that you will need to not only be able to navigate through the funeral industry, but also to preserve the life that you have. So once again, thank you so much for joining us on Final Decision. A reminder, we are on every Monday and every Thursday at 11:30. I am Mark Maitland from the Garden of Paradise Funeral Home, and in his absence, my co-host is Errol Green from the Exodus Funeral Home. It has been our pleasure, and it continues to be our pleasure. And thank you so much, friends. When we go out, the feedback is overwhelming, and you are the ones who tell us what you want us to talk about. And for that reason, we get the people that you want to hear from to come and talk to you. You give us the feedback, we respond, because after all, this is your program. And as the song says, it will get better. Guess why? It came to pass. This has been another program, another Monday morning. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing this half an hour with us. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Come again on Thursday at 11:30. It will get better.
It will get better.